in 10.
Also, Dom, thumbnail looks really good, by the way. I meant to mention that earlier.
10 what? Like 10 seconds?
I was dying. I started it. I didn't have any idea.
Okay. Ooh. What a mess of a stream this is, isn't it? Also, I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. Sorry, that snap was to make sure you guys heard me. So, also, obviously, quick disclaimer. The stuff that we talk about, the conversations that we have on this podcast isn't necessarily safe for work. So, fair warning on that part. So, expect swears up the storm, like naughty subjects, but not too naughty. And I don't know. Just a fair warning to all you kiddies out there that should not be watching this podcast in the first place. Glares at you. So, yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and unmute everything. Okay, they can hear you now.
Great.
Hi.
Oh, fuck, wait, I'm not on my account yet. Where's you?
Suffer.
Hello, everybody, welcome to the Insanimators!
Smeeb is here.
Hi.
Wait,
Bye.
Steve!
I had some technical issues, but I'm here now. A couple minutes.
Okay,
Oh, hold on. Let me
Is it-
adjust your character so that it's not sinking into the desk.
All right, that makes sense.
Sink further.
All right,
Do
don't
you
worry.
Have, do you
Already
have a
tossed
draw
it.
file for this one?
No, Agio, because Dropile has its servers full.
Yep.
Where would the Aggie? What link?
Check stream
The
channels.
link in text.
Which link?
The second
Hang
one,
on, hang on.
the most
one.
recent one.
Okay.
There.
The first one was the old one.
This is pretty
Okay.
swag.
Oh,
So-
I got confused for a second because I have the stream running in the background to make sure everything works well.
Yep.
All right.
Got some lo-fi music in the background. Don't worry, Smeeb, you can't hear it.
Better not be able to hear. it. I'll kill you.
Anyway, welcome to the Insanimators, where even we don't know what our brains are doing sometimes.
That's the truth.
My brain's dying.
Yes. Well, the more today's
That's all
topic
it
is how neurodivergence affects the creation process. It's an exciting one, isn't it?
It's one that I'm absolutely required for.
It's one that literally everybody here aside from Mason was required for, and that's only because the only requirement was possibly Aiden, and he didn't show up, so...
Of course he didn't show up. He's Aiden.
Alright, just give me a
Let
moment.
it
They're
be
gonna
known-
see Pretzel Rocks for just a moment. I need to adjust the volume. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, and back
also,
to
let it be known that we completely understand that Aiden is a busy boy. We don't blame him at all for not being available this week.
School's
No,
more,
we do
school's
blame
more
him.
important.
We blame
Okay,
him
Steve
completely,
does.
actually. We blame him
Steve blames
completely,
him for
actually.
Smee, hang on. Correction. Smee blames him for prioritizing college over a stupid podcast.
No, I just blame him for literally everything, actually.
I mean, yes,
yeah,
I mean, hold
yeah.
on. I'm going to show them the technical
made-
difficulty screen real quick. We literally have a hashtag that says hashtag blame Aiden. So,
Not wrong.
Yeah,
Not wrong.
it's literally all Aiden's fault. Like, Aiden is negatively affecting the trout population.
hang on,
as
hang on,
we
I got
speak, So, like...
Okay. No, I'm gonna say on the contrary. Nothing is Aiden's fault.
I'll kill you.
Please do.
oh my goodness, Dom, you have received a compliment for your thumbnail.
Huh? I was kind of.
I don't-
Wait.
I don't know who Montclair is, but thanks for the compliment on Dom's behalf.
Follow him on
Thank you.
follow him on Twitter so that he can get all the love and support and that he can make more art.
Yes, Dom needs more appreciation, seriously.
Dom does need more
Have him get hired by
appreciation.
Studio Ghibli.
Yeah.
I'm
Alright,
sorry
so
if I
that-
butchered that.
So that being said, should we briefly explain what neurodivergence is for those in the audience who might need a
It
brief...
means your mind's fucked.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
y'all are
okay,
the
that is-
nerds here, so go on ahead.
That is Smeeb's description of it. No, let it be. let it
Oh,
be known
boy.
that there is going to be a lot of self-deprecation in this. We are not trying to talk down on anyone.
It's mostly from me, though.
It's mostly directed towards us. So,
It's not self-deprecating. I can and will make fun of you. I will bully you, Dana.
thanks. Thanks.
I mean, we do it all
So
the
that
time. You should be used to it.
That being said, someone who is so just to sum it up, someone who's neurodivergent basically means their brain doesn't work like it's supposed to. It doesn't work like a neurotypical brain. It's the people with autism, with ADHD, with OCD, schizophrenia, etc.
Hell yeah.
And 3 of those, probably all of them, actually apply to at least one person in this chat. In other words, hi, ADHD here. What? Go fucking figure.
Hi, schizophrenia gang.
ADHD and ADD.
Yeah,
They're the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm autistic.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
I
the first time I've heard
just-
Dom say those words, like speak them out loud.
Oh. I thought I said them to you before, but I mean...
No, I know you've said them before, but you've never like spoken them out loud with me present before.
Because I don't use it as a conversation topic.
I know.
It's just kind of
Like-
weird.
I have, for me, I have a schizophrenia and Alice in Wonderland syndrome, chronic Alice in Wonderland syndrome, and so that's interesting.
Smeeb, you might have to explain that second one for the audience, just briefly.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain it real quick.
'Cause
Basically,
it's not a long one.
basically it means I can't see shit. So like for example, when I see a circle, my mind will perceive it as like a square, or if I see the color green, my mind will perceive it as like orange or something, and I can't see things objectively, meaning also I don't draw using my eyes. Like I use my eyes kind of as a vague guide, but most of how I draw has to do with feeling, which is why I never like rotate my canvas or anything, because it'll fuck my mind all the way up.
Which is still a really, really impressive feat to me, honestly.
Yeah, so like or like something that's actually like horizontal, I'll see it as vertical or something, like, yeah, it's really shit. So that has affected a lot because I can't tell what color I'm using, so I'm literally like using the snipping tool right now to see what color I'm using and then putting it into my drawing program so I can get like the code for it, like.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because right now this looks like purple to me, but apparently it's pink, so.
It is a very reddish pink.
Yes. Which
Is-
is my favorite color when I'm able to see it correctly.
If I want to get specific here, it is FF0074 shade of pink.
I mean, I would have been fine if you didn't get specific, but okay.
Yeah, Alice in Wonderland syndrome, like, a lot of people don't think it's a real thing. Like, people, like, I tell people and they're like, bro, why are you making shit up? And I'm like, I'm literally not, that's literally what the diagnosis says, that's what it's called. Yeah.
I just scribbled a little purple next to your sketch, sorry.
Okay, now I can see the difference. Oh, thank you. You just, like,
Yeah.
reset my vision a little bit, thanks.
Hey! Achievement unlocked!
Achievement unlocked, you unfucked my brain.
Here, I'm just gonna put a tiny rainbow next to it to see if that helps. Oh, wait, it's not like, there it goes.
Okay, so that's purple, that's purple.
How do you
Okay.
rotate things in this?
Okay, I get it now. Okay, yay!
I'm gonna continue cause now my brain's gonna drive me nuts if I don't finish this.
That's fair. That's fair. I feel
I'm
really dumb
literally
sometimes
teaching.
in school. I feel really dumb in school because the teachers will be like, oh yeah, something will be like color coded, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, do this for this color," and I'll do like the completely wrong thing. And they're like, "Dude, it literally says do it for this color." I'm like, "I did." Oh wait.
And I stuck your shade of pink right in between the pink and red markers.
Yay!
It's really hard to see. Holy shit.
Because colors are strange. Colors are
I like you guys are just completely avoiding the image I just drew.
I don't
No,
know.
oh no, I see it. I see it. I just prefer not to acknowledge it.
Okay, I'll just get rid of it then.
I'm just gonna
There.
keep drawing what I was drawing.
Which is
Yeah.
a surprise dumb.
Alright, so that
I'm literally tired. I don't know what to draw right now.
so that
Well, I think I can go for some obvious ones.
I'm just starting with this because this is what I always start with anyways.
Demon Slayer Dom, there you go.
Oh boy.
so we've explained one of Smeeb's.
Oh yeah, and schizophrenia has way too many misconceptions. I am so tired of it. Like I specifically hate when people make like OCs, like people who don't understand schizophrenia, and they're like, "My OC is schizophrenia. It has schizophrenia, and because of that, they kill people."
He is schizophrenia incarnate.
Yeah. It's like my OC has schizophrenia, and their schizophrenia makes them kill people, and it pisses me off.
I think
Understandable.
honestly, and this isn't in an attempt to undermine your point of view. I'm just gonna small observation. I think there are several misconceptions about a lot of neurodivergency, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, but you ever notice that schizophrenia gets ragged on the most?
Yeah, it's definitely up there. I think schizophrenia and bipolar are the two that I've heard the most.
Yeah,
getting
like at least with the like, okay, I'm gonna use this as an example. And maybe this isn't exactly a good statistic, but like, on Instagram.
Wait, real quick. I'm just gonna point out. Let it be known, we are all talking from our own experiences and perceptions in this episode.
Yeah.
Do not
yeah.
think anything we say as complete research. Our statements are just as valuable as our sources, and I think the only one here with sources is Smee. So.
Yeah, I don't know if this is necessarily a credible source, but
Yes, take everyone with the mountain of salt right now.
yeah, but I'm actually doing this right now, like on a separate tab. If you go on the schizophrenia hashtag on Twitter or Instagram, it's always just people talking about murderers and also making fun of the condition. And even on Reddit r/schizophrenia, it just has a bunch of posts like, "I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls." Like, no.
What the fuck?
Like, I think schizophrenia is one of the only ones from my experience that I've seen where I have never been able to find a safe space.
Yeah,
because there's always dicks.
Sounds like something else. Also,
I'm so confused.
why do the scribbles make for a really good drip effect whenever I remove the top of them? What the hell?
You got the drip.
I got them drip.
No, hold on. No.
Don't
But
worry.
yeah,
sorry, Dom.
basically for me, it just causes auditory and physical and kinetic hallucinations, and sometimes severe delusions that are, for the most part, irrational. And sometimes a few manic episodes, but it's nowhere near like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna kill people. It's making me want to kill people." You know, it's not like that.
Now, Smeeb got that want to murder.
I
No,
love when my dad's
I think even
computer
Smeeb
throws
can
ads at
admit
me.
that I think Smeeb, I think even you can admit that your jokes about killing children are just jokes. Like they're
They're literally jokes. Like, I've been making those jokes since before I got diagnosed. Like,
yeah, those are just jokes. You know, maybe not the best of jokes, depending on your audience, but still jokes.
yeah.
Hence why we always have to toss that disclaimer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why are you making a cat out of my OO face? You can tell I didn't want to say that. The amazing stutter that came out of my mouth when I tried to say the word "oh."
sounds like you were trying to like say it muffled, just like.
You know, it was just like because of the.
You'll get there.
Yeah. We'll get to one of the others next. Smee, what were you saying? Or was that it?
That was it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna throw me
Art
under the
just
bus,
said
aren't you?
Just pointing out in the chat, Art just said, and Smee, tell me if this is accurate. Art just said, schizophrenia, in short, is making connections where there are none.
No.
Does that sound accurate to you?
Not necessarily. No, it's
Okay.
it's like literally just having shit that ain't there. Like that's
Fair.
what it is. Like for example, like delusions. It's like I'll think an entire like thing is happening or like a whole scenario is going on, right? But it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then okay, I'm only laughing because of one thing. And this can
Wow.
probably segue into oh, another comment in the chat. Hi, ADHD here. Easily
God.
distracted. I'll get to that in a minute. But another comment in the chat that I want to point out. Monoclaire X says, manic episodes are so hard to control. Oh my fucking god. I send so much support towards Smeeb and the rest of you. 3 hearts.
Aw, thank you. You're so sweet. You're so swag. You're so cool.
Also, like, I have a theory that if I say it enough, if we keep saying this enough in our streams, maybe we'll get partnered up with them. Pretzel Rocks is a free browser.
Oh,
Come on, I think it can work if we keep talking about them enough.
Hashtag
How about
not
no?
sponsored.
Pretzel Rocks is a free browser that allows you to play any type of music without having to worry about getting a DMCA strike by either YouTube or Twitch.
Honey is a Chrome browser extension that can automatically apply coupon codes to any purchase.
This is purely for Pretzel Rocks. Like, people, like, in this day and age, you really can't play any sound or clip without the worry of the YouTube or Twitch bots hitting you with a ban hammer when you didn't mean to, or when it's, like, put upon you. Because let's face it, trolls take advantage of that. So,
Yeah.
browser things like Pretzel Rock or other leading competitors, it allows people to, like, play music, play sounds that, like, are guaranteed to that are safe for them to use when streaming. And I only say this stuff because I'm hoping that they will notice these streams enough that we'll be able to maybe get a partnership with them. It's a long shot, but hey, I'm trying.
Gonna shoot myself.
Anyways, so Dana, what were you saying?
But yeah, I want to move on, and we're gonna get into how these affect the creativity process in general in a minute here. We're just getting the relevant information out of the way first.
Oh god.
I think.
Just not throwing me
I
under
hope.
the bus.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
what
want to
we're
go
doing.
there.
Yes, Dom, you're gonna have to explain your experiences with autism here.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Want...
Not yet. I think it's my turn. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. So, and I noticed a good one in the chat, but I'm gonna get to it in a minute. One of the big things with ADHD stigma, and I know they are nowhere near as severe as schizophrenia. Let it be known. I am switching the topic entirely at this point.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
worry,
boy.
don't worry. Go
Well,
ahead.
I think the biggest one that I can think of can be summed up in two words. Two words.
Worlds.
Those words
No, it's
being-
worlds.
Hang on. Those words being what, squirrel?
No.
Did you think I saw a swirl for a second?
No.
Honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised.
Me either, because here's the thing. It applies to some people, me being one of them. But not, like, the big thing that even a lot of people don't understand at this point is that there are different presentations of ADHD. It's its own separate spectrum of shit. Because you got one end that's predominantly inattentive presenting, right? Those are the people who are gonna, and again, I am generalizing, I am just naming off the extremes here. So predominantly inattentive are gonna be the people who zone out, who aren't gonna listen to you as much, who are easily distracted but aren't as vocal about it. And then you have predominantly hyperactive, which is which, to my knowledge, is your standard image of the 12-year-old boy bouncing off the walls.
Oh god,
You know, just
I hate
just
that image.
constantly fidgeting, constantly tripping over their own words. Hi. And then you have somewhere all along the middle of combined the combined presentation, which is what I've been diagnosed with. Is I'm predominantly combined presenting ADHD. I have a bit of everything going on.
That's fair.
You know, even during this stream, just to keep focus, if I'm not doodling in Aggie, because I have no ideas and I'm probably not going to be doodling in Aggie, then I literally have a fidget toy with me as we speak, just so I can not trip over every single little thing I do, which I'm going to do anyways because I'm
Understandable.
That's a very good
And, like,
observation.
And I noticed one thing in the chat actually that I wanted to I'm gonna turn on Do Not Disturb mode. I'm getting pings from one of my roleplay servers.
I can guess which one it is.
It's not Fun Time Park, Dom.
Oh god, is it the other
Don't
one?
expose yourself like this. We're live. We're live, Dana.
I wasn't
Anyway.
even gonna say the name.
Anyways, I pointed out one of the comments earlier of, I think it said something along the line, it's been deleted. It's something along the lines of people using ADHD as an excuse to be rude or to ignore you. There are definitely people who do that. There are also people who just genuinely have issues with listening. Like I'm gonna point out in my case, the
Go ahead.
you can tell
Sorry,
I'm nervous to talk about this subject because I'm slipping over my words more. And that's a me thing. That's not an ADHD thing. That's just a me thing.
Right back after Dana finishes having
Let it be though.
stroke.
He's dying.
Noises that even surprise myself.
Did
Like literally, it's just
you
like
just,
you're,
cough
stu-
up a fur ball like a
you're
cat?
literally just like you're stuttering. Is like you're like.
What a day.
What was I gonna say?
What were you gonna say? All I heard was you coughing up a fur ball like a fucking cat.
Why is your drawing
Hang
so
on,
close
stop
to
for 1
mine?
second. I have to.
I don't know what you're so afraid of, Dom, and it's in their own layer.
But, like, I still need to finish the hair.
Oh wait.
I know where I was going to go. I know the direction I was gonna go with this. Me, for example,
later.
one of my issues is I accidentally ghost a lot of people because,
Oh, I do that so often.
and that's mostly because there are so many issues with and this applies to my drawings as well, which I'll get into later if I remember. But we're all if someone isn't having an active conversation with me, and if their DMs get like buried by other people's DMs, I'll just completely legit forget that they exist. I'll completely forget that I had those DMs with them. I'll completely forget whatever interactions I may have had with them. And actually, no. I won't forget. Their status with me will just be like, paused wherever it was last left off, you know? It's like we hit the pause button on that interaction or that relationship or whatever it was, and I'm just wandering around. And that's something that I want to clarify is, it's not because I don't care. I don't try to forget. What happens is, like your friendship status, whether you're my best friend in the world by the time I forget to talk to you, or you're my worst enemy, whatever that is, that's also pause. So in my mind, you're still one of my best friends ever. And so when I remember that you exist, I feel so fucking guilty. Because it's usually after months. It's usually
That
after
explains
months.
so much.
Oh my gosh.
I'll
Yeah,
just-
see, this is why I remember
Sorry,
to.
I forgot.
This is why I remember to harass Dana every day.
Don't do that. Wait.
She
I'm gonna go for DMs now just to prove a fucking point.
talks a
You
lot of shit
DM'd
behind your
me
back.
We were DMing each other yesterday, and then our last DM before that was 4 days ago!
Okay, I harass you a few times a week.
We've gone weeks before without DMing each other.
But we still talk often.
Well, that's because you come to these meetings. You harass me once a week because of Insanimators meetings.
Well, I mean,
at least
if
it's
I can
something.
harass multiple at once, then...
Fair. Fair. And like the big thing is, that's what I was gonna say earlier. It's the whole, there's this whole issue with short, wait, fuck, well, hold,
English. Do you speak it?
You know, fun fact, the more nervous I am, the worse my forgetfulness gets.
No, the more you forget what the English language is.
Oh yes, the more I lose the English language, which distracts me and then makes me forget about what I wanted to talk about. It's this vicious cycle, you see. And again, these are
Very
just my
vicious.
experiences. These aren't generalized ADHD experience. I'm just talking from my experiences at this point.
Yeah.
And so that being said, before I hop all over the place as if this is a fucking I don't know, dartboard? What? No, that's not a good example.
Trampoline park.
Trampoline park. Thank you, Smeep. Before I
welcome.
continue to hop all over the place as if this is a fucking trampoline park, Dom, your turn. Let's go.
Oh god. Alright.
I'm putting you on the spot here, which is probably a nightmare for you, so I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
Yes, it is. I completely forgot to think about what I was going to say, but it's fine.
Oh no! Mason, why are you making faces over all of my little scribbles?
His
There's
name
an
is
evil
his name is Rainbow Smile.
There's an evil rainbow vomiting dude.
He cannot
That's-
accept the facts that I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't, but... Okay.
I'm
What?
drawing me and my favorite demon. Anyway,
I thought it was you holding a comically large spoon.
No, but
for all
anyway,
those
go
chicken
ahead, Dom.
fajitas.
So, like...
How were those last night, by the way?
I never got to them.
Oh
Okay, go ahead, Dom.
no! Dom, go ahead.
Okay. Lost my train of thought now, thanks.
Sorry!
Okay. Let's see. So I was diagnosed when I was like 14, which isn't that long ago. And it's like, I have Asperger's syndrome, so I have like social problems. And like, oh no, I was forced to go to this horrible therapeutic building place thing. I don't even know what to call it. It was terrible.
It was hell. That's what it was. It was hell.
Yeah, you were there for that. I forgot about that.
I was. That's around the time when I met you, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I met you, what, when
Hated
you were
it there.
16, I think?
Think
Were you?
so.
Wait, were you 16 or 15?
I
Wait,
can't
how old
remember.
was I think I was 16, actually, now that I think about it.
You were working at the baseball thing.
Yeah, I was 16. Okay, so you were 14 actually. Holy shit.
So you were, like, right where it started. I'll
Hey.
have the whole backstory.
Also, wait.
Turn my life into an anime, please.
Dom, can we stick a pin in that for just 1 second? Because one thing I forgot to say in my little explanation, I was only diagnosed last September, so let that information be known.
And I've never been diagnosed, so I should probably do that someday. So just so I can see exactly what is wrong with me.
That being said, Dom, back to whatever you were saying. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Okay. So yeah, I went there because they made me. I was literally legally required to be there, and I couldn't leave until I finished everything they wanted me to do. While I was there, I got to learn about a bunch of other things with autism that didn't relate to what I had at all, because there were children there that had it way worse than I did, and it made me feel terrible.
From what I've heard, it's like throw people on the low functioning end of the spectrum in with the people on the high functioning end of the spectrum, and then make them interact with each other.
Yeah, it was awful.
Which, it's nothing at the fault of the lower functioning kids on that end of the spectrum.
Yeah, no,
At all.
I just
It's
felt
like-
really bad for them the whole time.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of, you can also describe it as, and tell me if this is accurate, Dom. Imagine you're in a room with a bunch of little kids, and they're all doing different things at once, and actually, this is a good thing to describe. Let me give y'all a lesson in sensory overload.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. They
Like,
even had
imagine-
little, oh no. They had these
Sorry.
little sessions where they would just pile us all into one smaller than a closet room, try and be
no.
social
No.
with each other.
E.
They didn't know what they were doing at all.
Yeah.
But, while I was there, you can see their problems and what they have to deal with just by looking at the kids. There was this one kid that I was forced to interact with, could only speak using a tablet, text to speech.
Oh no.
Because when they tried to verbalize what they wanted to say, it just wouldn't come out. It was so sad. And I would have hugged that kid, but he probably would have had a panic attack, so I didn't want to.
Yeah, probably not the best thing for anyone in that situation.
And then there was this other kid who just wanted to leave. He was screaming daily. It wasn't good. There were kids that were pretty chill, like me. We had fun bonding a few times, but we all hated it there. We hated it so bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Luckily, I got the chill counselor that let me leave early.
And real quick, while it's on my mind, Dom, how do you think you would describe sensory overload? Because I have a way that I would describe it, but I'm wondering how you would go about describing it.
Whenever it starts happening to me, I literally just break down. Everything that I feel is just pain.
Fair.
I can't deal with it. I'd rather just die right there on the spot. Nope, I'm not dealing with this. Goodbye, world.
Because this is an issue I deal with as well, and my dad and I describe, I can describe two parts of it. One, the result of me being overwhelmed, and two, what it's like in the moment. So one, and I hate that I describe it this way, my dad and I both describe it as if someone had unleashed a horde of angry bees in your skull.
Why would you say that?
Oh,
Why
no,
would you
my-
fucking say that?
Because it's accurate. Because it's what it feels
accurate,
like.
but why would you describe it like that?
You know,
Because now
I would
my
rather
dad and
deal
I-
with angry bees.
Now whenever my dad and I or my mom and I, for that matter, are triggered in just the right way, we just say we're dealing with the bees. And it gets the point across perfectly to each other. So it's mostly for communication among our families.
You see, that makes sense, but I wish I never heard about the bee skull. Okay.
I mean,
And the
it's
other-
not that bad.
So here's kind of how it feels in the moment, right? So all of y'all in the audience, you're able to just listen to us right now, right? Like or most of you, some of you. I don't know how many of you. But some of y'all are able to tune everything out and just listen to us speaking, to our voices, to what we're doing in the call.
And listening to good music.
Now, I'll list off the amount of things I can hear. I can hear the air conditioning in my room, the slight humming of the light in my bedroom. I can hear my own breathing. I can hear every little lip smack of everyone involved here. I can hear the dogs going off downstairs. I can hear my sibling whenever they enter the restroom right next door to me.
Well,
And
honestly,
all
all
of
this
those
is because you have paper thin walls.
It's partially the paper thin walls, but also all of those are on the same volume level as each other in my brain. That's what sensory overload feels like. That's what that kind of overwhelmedness feels like.
Yeah, I
You know,
hate
it's
when
like
I get it. I hate
It's
when
like I was
get
with some friends at the zoo recently, and I described exactly that, and they were like, "Well, what? How do you deal with this?"
You don't.
They asked, "How are you
suffer.
still here? Would you like to go home?" And I wasn't overwhelmed in that moment. It was just, again, the same example of I can't tune everything else out like everyone else. And guaranteed, probably similar issue with Dom, maybe similar issue with me. Fabian says similar issue with him in the comments. Hi, Fab.
Okay, it
And-
used to be that way for me before I entered that building. Because, like, I
Where?
had to tune things out if I wanted to even be able to, like, remotely understand what the counselor was saying to me.
Well, in my current situation, I'm over-exaggerating to an extent because my room is kind of the one place where I can easily drown everything else out around me because there's not much going on in my room. You know, aside from whenever things are going on outside my room, like the dogs downstairs or sibling next door.
Yeah.
But like overall, say you're in a crowded area here.
Oh god.
Or say, you know what? My favorite example. Say you're in a park. Say you're in a park with some friends, and you're having a nice conversation. Your friends are able to just tune into the conversation. You can hear the ice cream truck off to the side. The kid screaming because he's getting ice cream. The kid crying because he's not getting any ice cream. The kids yelling like they're murdering something when really it's just a game of tag. All of the cars on the freeway next to you, and they're all at the same volume as each other.
Oh, dude, I'd lose it just from the kids alone, honestly.
Yeah, no, high-pitched sounds are something that gets me easily.
Everything I
yeah.
say,
I hate them.
every time I'm working at the I work in the freezer department, and obviously around 10, 11, or 12, like, you just hear those kids that are just so loud and crying. Like, sometimes I can hear them from across the damn store.
Yup.
And I don't know if that's a part of me having what you have, or if that's just like, or if the kids are just that damn loud.
They're
It's
that
possible it
loud.
could be both.
I know, because I have a thing where
Gotta
I-
acknowledge, some things are just loud. Sorry, Smee.
I have a thing where my brain will only let me like tune into one sound, but I can't choose what that sound is.
Yup,
Yup.
that sounds
And,
familiar.
and so, like, if I'm at a store and there's like a kid crying and my parents are also talking to me, that kid crying is all I can hear, and it gets on my nerves so
It's
much.
like-
Like, there have been times where I've literally told my parents, "Listen, be right back," and
It's
I step out of the
Listen, be
store.
right back. Grabs a
It's
baseball
like
bat.
everything else in the background just kind of becomes empty static while you're honed in on this one obnoxious noise.
Yeah.
Are you happy
So-
I am making your picture more beautiful?
Lord. What
Bro,
are
I
you?
feel like it's Encanto now.
No.
No, Encanto would have more flowers.
No,
Add
that's
more
just
flowers, then.
one character.
But you are no
That's
match
just
for
one
Hernando.
So that, but yeah, so
That
that being
hasn't
said,
seen it.
it might sound like the creation process is a little hectic for some of us.
But that's the
Which-
thing. It actually, I think, enhances our artistic experience. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean, let's go down the line again. Smeeve, do you want to go first?
For what? Who?
How your neurodivergence might affect your specific creation process?
Okay. I have two distinct art styles. One is my normal art style, and the other one is terrifying.
And I would know.
Would you like to make an
I-
example of that? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, it's like I've seen that side of her artwork. I know what it means by like terrifying. Like we're talking
Like-
creepypasta level.
Like,
More than creepypasta levels.
like there have been people, because sometimes I post that kind of art too, like just because like I'm like, this looks kind of nice, and so people who followed me for like my cutesy little bouncy cringe art they just get like whatever the fuck that is on their screen. Like there have been people who have genuinely asked me to add trigger warnings because of how disturbing it is, even though there's nothing inherently disturbing happening in it. Like it's that kind of it's the kind of uncanny that like what it gets compared to a lot is like that one really fucking famous image from the Mandela catalog. It gets compared to that a lot.
I still have never seen the Mandela catalog.
Good.
Hi, brother.
Just know it's. Listen, if you search Mandela catalog Jesus, you'll see it.
I don't know if I want to.
I don't want to either, but I'm
brother
gonna. No, I'm just
probably
kidding. I'm
has
kidding.
At least, yeah, don't
I
say that
don't
because
want
then you'll
nightmares
don't say
tonight.
that because then you'll actually be sparking my curiosity.
I mean, no one's stopping you. I mean, if you've seen my art, you've basically seen the level of.
Like, here's the thing. I
like
would like to
creepy.
look it up, but I'm streaming right now, so they can see.
Oh no!
So they could, so they
Don't do
could,
that.
yeah, so they could see my
Don't
browser.
do that.
Now that, my friend, is what phones are for.
Are you just drawing a
That's what
bear?
I've been
Are you just drawing a bear?
Yes. My sister revived my addiction. Leave me alone.
Ice Bear approves.
Yeah, but like, you know, like I'll have like my cute bouncy art sometimes, and then I'll have like my really fucking creepy art, and then there's also like there's a singular picture that's like a mixture of them, but like you can tell, like if you've seen both, you can tell it's like a mixture of those two types of styles, but otherwise you just wouldn't. Yeah. It also gives me a lot of ideas because a lot of my dreams, because of my schizophrenia, I can't tell dreams from reality a lot of the time. So like when I wake up each day, I do it knowing that there's like a 50% chance that I'm dreaming and it's not real, and I'm gonna wake up the next morning and not a single day has passed, right? Because it just feels that real to me. But at the same time, because it feels so real, that gives me like twice the amount of things to get content ideas for. So like, hell yeah.
Fair.
Some of them actually do have a lot of world building. There's this one short film I did for I'll see if I can find it at some point, but there's like this little short visual novel thing that I did for my creative writing class in middle school, and I got from like one of those extremely vivid and real feeling dreams, and it was really good. I like it. I'm proud of it. I'm self-conscious because it was my old art, and ew, old art.
Relate. Kill me, please.
Yeah, like, but yeah, for me, like that's kind of what affects the mental side of it. And a lot of my art does sometimes have like really dark subjects in it, because of that, just to like get some of that shit like out of my mind. But Speaking as far as the actual, as far as the actual thing, right? Alice in Wonderland syndrome definitely affects like actually creating things a lot more.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I used to before it developed as far as it did, I used to draw strictly realism actually. But then I stopped being able to objectively perceive proportions and stuff, and I was kind of forced to stylize my art, and I like it how it is now. I mean, I can do a lot more with it than I used to before.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun fact. Realism, not always the most expressive form of art. Like,
It's
in terms
not.
of actual expression. In terms of
Don't worry.
physical facial expressions.
Don't worry, I fixed it. Don't panic.
So scared for a second.
Sorry,
Everything
it's just like
turned
I'm
around.
trying to like paint in these areas, and I'm doing it the quickest way I can because I want to make it look all nice and colorful. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, like, and so again, I rely mostly on feeling just to draw things. Like this entire time that I've been in the Aggie session, I haven't moved the canvas at all because it would literally fuck up my perception of the whole thing. I haven't zoomed in. I haven't rotated it. Bless you in advance.
I don't have to sneeze anymore. And it wasn't your fault. It just wouldn't happen.
No, it is my fault, actually. I'm taking full credit for that.
Good.
Hang on.
Dumbass.
There we go.
Fuck you.
You're having a little too much fun with that soundboard, buddy.
I think I cursed her with that.
That's your fault.
Yeah, it's all your fault. Yeah, so I haven't rotated or zoomed in the canvas at all, and you know, people who have seen me work, like aside from when I'm coloring, people can for the most part confirm that I hardly move my canvas, if at all. I know everyone in this call has seen me work at least to some extent, and
Yeah.
God damn it.
What?
Damn it. Okay, I see the problem. Sorry.
Eh.
I gotta like.
Picture thing?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm just trying to.
Ah,
figure out which.
picture
I gotta
thing,
figure out which shapes have open ends.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like it's really frustrating to work though, because I can't necessarily tell what I'm doing until after it's finished, and I let my eyes adjust to it after a few hours. And so I just kind of draw things. And I'm like, well, I hope it looks okay.
Wait, there it is.
Yeah, so it a lot of times it feels like it feels like, okay, for anyone who wears glasses, I wear glasses too, but it kind of feels
Ta-da!
like, okay, you know what it feels like? It feels like drawing while needing prescription glasses but not wearing prescription glasses.
Oh no!
And also your only form of viewing it is a funhouse mirror. That's what it feels like.
Oh no!
You just gotta adjust to the way the funhouse mirror looks.
Dom, I'm not sorry.
I know. I'm not either.
That's of course you did, Dana. That's fair.
Hey, it isn't the Sans eye, to be fair. In my defense, it isn't Sans.
That's because the makeup around his eye is always blue.
I
A
know!
little bit of red.
And with a tiny bit of red, like in the end. Yeah! You made it Sans!
That was not me.
Killing
I'm literally
myself.
working on. I'm literally working on shading shit.
Yeah, that was me. Anyway.
Where were we?
She's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
sorry,
sorry,
not
I-
sorry.
Sorry, I was rambling on. Anyway.
No, it's fine. You're fine.
We are allowed to be who we want, who we are cursed to be. So
This is not a curse. Let it be known we're not saying these are curses.
Yeah, like, so...
I mean-
basically to sum it up, I can't see shit, My art is either really cute or extremely disturbing to the point where people have blocked me over it before because it genuinely like made them uneasy.
And like, still, considering the quality of your work, I'd say this makes it even more impressive.
Why, thank you. Thank you. It actually does mean a lot.
Everyone watching who isn't following Sneep for her art, what the fuck are you doing?
Crying myself to sleep.
Aw!
Oh, yo, he just like me for real.
That being said, who's next down the line? Me?
Yes.
Okay.
You're always.
So, let me spin y'all a tale of my files.
Oh no.
So, okay. Where ADHD affects my creativity process, it can go one of two. The way I draw can go one of three ways. One, I have a project I've been working on for a while, and I just want to keep working on it. That path either leads to me finally finishing something large, or the project dying and just taking up file space.
Understandable.
Two, I want to draw something, but I don't know what, so I open a file and eventually just do either something really cool with it or nothing with it, and it ends up taking up file space. Or three, I have this really, really clear idea in my head, and I have to draw it immediately, otherwise I'll lose it. And fun fact, those usually lead to my best projects.
We call those 3 a.m. ideas.
Exactly,
Oh,
because they usually pop into our heads at 3 fucking a.m. in the morning.
Hold on.
Can't really
hold on,
say
hold,
anything,
hold
but-
on to that for a second. I'd like to call everyone's attention to my doodle of me hugging one of my favorite shadow demons.
Besties!
Besties!
Please help me.
He doesn't sound like that at all. You do a shitty impression.
No, let me find real quick. Where is it?
He sounds like salad fingers.
No, he sounds more like this.
Sounds like a bit.
You'd be
Sounds like
surprised.
COVID.
You know what's like really strange about him, right? Because this is like unironic right now. Like unironically, this is an actual like really simplified cutesy version, right? He sounds like a normal guy. Not gonna lie.
Oh, well then.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, where is it? Does he sound like a dude?
Yeah.
Ah, so he sounds like this then.
No!
Treating myself as a viable option.
I love voice filters.
Continue with your segment, Dana.
I love voice filters so much.
She's having too much
I
fun
know.
with it. Even I'm better controlled than that.
Sure. That being said,
Yeah.
where was I?
Bitch.
3 a.m. ideas.
Oh yeah. And that's not the only area where it's affected. The other thing is, I have certain requirements for a picture turning out decently, or at least for me working on a picture consistently. In addition to me needing to be motivated to do it, whether it's by a good idea or something like money, I also need to be listening. I need some form of outside entertainment while I'm drawing. Whether it's music, videos, playing Animal Crossing while I'm drawing, because yes, I've done that before.
I do that too with Mario
I don't
Galaxy.
I'm not good at multitasking.
Hopping in a voice chat. Like, if I'm not multitasking, then I'm either hyper-focused, or I'm not focused at all.
In terms of that social stuff, I am pretty much the opposite. Whenever I'm working on art, I prefer to work in solitude. Unless I'm like collaborating with someone.
Well, even if I'm working in solitude, I need music or
Well, yeah,
video.
no, but in terms of the whole social stuff, like being in a voice call and stuff, no, I'm just like, I'd rather be in my own little bubble.
Yeah, well, and even then, I have trouble streaming when I'm drawing something unless I'm actively in the middle of it. Mostly because of self-conscious issues.
No, I felt that so much.
That's
Oh my god.
Me drawing a base anatomy layer to make sure I get the body shape right. I'm not gonna show my friends that.
Yeah, your sketches kind of scare me, Dana.
Thanks. That makes me feel so much better.
Your sketches are way cleaner than mine, and you can deny that all you want.
Yours are so much cleaner.
No, you can deny that shit all you want, but your sketches are so much easier to work with than my sketches.
Yeah,
I just realized
Here's the thing,
everything I
here's the
made
thing.
was a sketch.
With your sketches, I can tell what you're going for. With my sketches, I just have this loose nonsense that ends up in something I didn't mean.
I literally can tell what you're going for. That's the thing. I can tell.
Points to our last collaboration.
Yeah. See?
You're not getting the points, Steve.
What did I do wrong?
You didn't do anything wrong. No. This is me bashing. I'm saying if I were to have done the line work for that myself, if it wasn't a collaboration, it would have turned out very different. And that's not me knocking your art skills at all. You did it turned out really well. I'm just saying it wasn't the result that I would have come up with on my own. That's my only point here.
I just realized everything is a
Yeah,
sketch.
that's my point here. It's not bad, it's just not what I would have produced. With collaboration, it's bound to happen. It's why when I say your sketches are so clean, they're readable. I can tell what you're going for, or at least I think I can tell what you're going for.
For the most part.
All
Yeah,
of
for the
this
most-
without
I-
guidelines.
There's definitely going to be some overlap. It's why they're collaborations. You know, we want to see what one artist does with another artist's interpretation.
Yeah,
It's
like
why collabs are fun.
I literally, whenever I do collabs, I feel like I'm playing like a non-timed game of Gartic Phone, like just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to
We
fuck
need
up
to
their
blame the
project.
Arctic phone, honestly.
Well, after
Here, you know,
stream, maybe.
we'll look for her after the stream.
All right.
Probably not.
Bet.
Damn it. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, everybody in the chat, remind us to play Gartic phone after the stream.
I'm writing it on my arm.
Hell yeah!
I'm writing it right over my
We're not
shitty
forgetting about this.
tattoo I gave myself.
But yeah, so it's this thing. Going back to my thing for a second, it really is. It's why I'm surprised I'm so attached to animation. One of the most tedious and something that requires the most patience on Earth. And yet the farthest I've gotten are short GIFs or animatics in my so to be fair, I'm not there yet. I'm not there
Excuse
yet
me.
of full scenes. But I've done a full 3-minute animation before. It was cheap and my skills weren't that good yet, but I've made a full 3-minute anim before. And it surprises me that my hyperfixation on that has stuck with me as, like, I still want to be an animator as my career. That's stuck with me. You know, I found my little niche that I want to stick with no matter how much it falls off my radar.
The fuck?
I'm killing myself.
Dumbass.
Anyway,
There
So
we go.
funny. It's so funny because on the stream, whenever you play that, it comes out of your character.
Oh, there we go.
hang on, what's another funny thing that could come out of my character? You know, we got... Yeah.
No, don't, no! I finished the curse!
No, but we also got. Don't worry, Dom. I will protect you.
No, I'm shooting myself, and it's all your fault.
No! Maybe don't say that!
That's not a good
That's
idea.
not a good idea! That's a bad idea!
That's a
Yes,
rather
it
bad
is.
idea if I do say so.
No, it's
myself.
not. Goodbye.
That's a very bad idea. Anyways, what was I saying? Wait, it really...
No.
Animation and it's tedious.
Oh yeah, and then of course there's this other string of, say I'm trying to draw when a lot's happening around me. You know, going back to that overwhelmed thing, say I'm trying to draw when there's a lot going on and I'm just getting overwhelmed. And there's this big thing of hang on. There it is.
Thank you.
Excuse me. No, don't tell me that you're able to keep talking if you have to burp.
I mean, it's a skill.
I can.
Okay, fine. Y'all are better than me. I get it. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
that's pretty
I
obvious.
know. I'm literally God.
Fucking dunked it on her.
That being said, so say I do have this, you know, it's like, and this is kind of something I turn to when I'm overwhelmed in general as well, is I drown it out with music. Like, music plays such a big part at this point in my creation process. Whether it's because I'm neurodivergent or not is for debate, but it's like, give me the right song, and I'll be able to draw for a month.
Right.
So it gives her
I
the
have that
entire
too.
album of My Chem.
Funny enough, no.
Alright, fine. My Panic at the Disco.
You know,
Get the disco.
Okay, correction. Give me the right song at the right time.
Shit.
I accidentally inspired Dotto for like a solid month with a single song, so I know this.
You know, it's right now I think the big ones are Make Damn Sure by Taking Back Sunday and Better Without You by Evanescence. Those are the two that have kept me going so far.
Okay.
Yes,
Got
I'm emo.
Spanish
I know this is
music
a
over
fact by
here.
now.
No, I have a whole Scene Kid playlist, don't worry.
You know, it's my default playlist is literally just called Ow the Edge. Oh yeah, the third one that's been keeping me going, Monsoon by Tokyo Hotel. Highly recommended. It's a good one.
Is this song recommendations now?
Sure. But no, it's like I don't know about you guys, but in my case, music has played such a big role in general for me, you know?
Yes.
Like, and I think, and this is me making an assumption, very dangerous, I know. But I'm assuming that it's probably the same thing for a lot of other
Oh
just
no,
being a scapegoat
you're,
for
oh
them?
no, you're kind of on the money on that one. Like there are some like Dana, the story I'm working on. Some songs help enhance those story ideas. Like they make they invent more, and I'm just like, God damn it. No, God damn it, how am I gonna make this work? Do I want to make this work?
Now, actually, going to stories for a second. Here's a hurdle I have found. Like, I'm gonna grab this real quick, hold up. Fuck, thank you, Dom. Anyway.
You're welcome.
I was gonna, a big thing with me when it comes to writing, because I don't just draw, I'm helping to write my own stories here, so it's not just drawing with me. What it is, is, so let me set the scene. Like I said, I was only diagnosed last September, so it's only been a few months since I've came to the realization that, hey, I ain't neurotypical.
Yeah.
And I've been working on my stories since I was 11. And I thought, for the longest time, that I was quote-unquote normal, that I was neurotypical.
There is no normal.
So with that in mind, with me making a lot of these characters, as I say, through a me-colored lens, through the lens of my experiences, my person, etc. I've accidentally given, half of my main cast, ADHD.
Oh god.
Completely accidentally. Some of them are keeping it.
Big ol' quotations
But
around the accent.
some I kind of have to learn how to not. I'm trying to write them, without an undiagnosed case of ADHD. And that's difficult because I'm drawing them from my experiences rather
that's
than
kind of the issue about creating characters for a story is that you can't really help but have them be reflections of you.
Yeah, or people you know, or your interpretations
just
of
kinda
the world
everyone.
around you.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you like my character? You mean like the tiny little piece of myself that I broke off and gave a name? Like,
or my interpretation of this person who is a close friend of mine that I'm just kind of going off on them as a person, as a basis of it.
That's true.
Respect.
Alright, brace yourself down. This is about to get crazy.
Oh, boy.
Oh God, what are you doing?
You know, it's like, I'm not scared to admit at this point. Zero's probably keeping the reflection of me thing going.
Oh, let's see.
Dude, just say he's your
all the way
counter
down.
character. Just.
Oh, I've said before, Zero started as my therapy character. That ain't changing. You know, Zero's personality base, that ain't changing. What is changing is probably Zero's stutter, because my stutter isn't what one would traditionally think of when they think of a stutter.
Yeah.
Like, you have normal. I am going to apologize in advance. I'm going to attempt to do the two different types of stutters, knowing full well that mine is not it. You got your typical understanding of a stutter, where it's tripping over the same word over and over, like not even over and over, struggling to get one word out. Meanwhile, I have an issue of repeating
Slow down.
words over. That's exactly what my stutter is when I try to force it, and it ends up coming out.
Good stuff.
Yeah, like
Forcing it.
I have the issue of repeating syllables or the same word over and over, and it just comes out. See?
Yeah.
Breathe, my
Point
guy.
proven.
Take a deep breath, Dana. We're concerned.
I hope you guys realize I'm not actually stressed when I do that. That's just me trying to force my actual stutter out, and it just comes out.
That's fair.
It
Smee.
sounds like I'm a lot more anxious or stressed than I am. But really, it's just
Yes.
me. It.
Your message is being threatened by Dom.
Oh god.
Wait, what?
I am just a bystander on all the. I'm just a bystander on all this. I'm simply just trying to make Dom's picture look pretty. Don't mind me.
Hang on, Dom. I'll help you out here. Hold up.
Why are you helping him?
Because you're wrong.
No, you're fucking wrong. He's not the. That's fair. A tad harsh, but ultimately
Damn it.
fair.
Yeah. No, I don't even necessarily agree. I don't watch that show. I'm just trying to add to the chaos.
My sister revived the addiction. You can blame her later.
No,
I
my
spare-
hyperfixation is still on.
I spare, thanks, sir.
Kill you.
I think my hyperfixation is still on FNAF right now. Honestly, that's another thing.
Trust me.
That's another thing, and I think this one can apply to literally everyone aside from maybe Mason in the chat.
Ouch.
When we're hyperfixated on something, we must draw.
Oh, dude, there's so much fucking art.
Made an
That I
entire
don't
page
have
of
it.
How many
Freddy.
FNAF pictures I have right now?
No, the amount of Five Nights at Freddy's drawings that I just have that I haven't posted for various reasons. Most, some of them differ, but the most prevalent one is people fucking hate my art, bro.
Oh no!
They will
Everyone in
find-
the chat, go give Smeeb love, damn it!
Like, I posted some of my art to Instagram, and someone like really didn't like it for some reason. That like they just didn't like the art.
Oh, I didn't
And
notice that it was more rainbow. Oh.
It's
and
long to figure out.
and so and so they had like a really big following, like 50,000 followers. And keep in mind on Instagram, I only have like 2,000, and so they posted telling everyone to mass report it, and now my account is at risk of being taken down because of mass reporting, because they don't like my art. So like,
Hey, you know what? Smeeb, real quick, to make you feel better, I just checked. Our collaboration on my side is one of the best tweets I've put out in a while.
oh,
So
hell
people
yeah,
like your
that's
sketch.
pretty- That's pretty screen. No, they like it because you posted it. That's the thing. I think at this point people just don't like me, and for good reason, probably.
My sketch was shit.
No, it wasn't.
My-
What the fuck
my
is your issue?
sketch was
It wasn't shit. It wasn't shit. Listen, I draw twinks. That's my
fair.
redeeming quality. That's it. That's all. That's all I have to offer.
Maybe we should host an experiment. I'm just. We need to just do more collaborations with you making the sketch, and we'll see how good they do compared to your art on your thing.
All right, sure. Because that
That's our
collab, it got like more support than most of the art that I tweet, and the only one that's recently gotten even nearly as much as that is because it was retweeted by Max G.
All right, bet. Let's make more collaborations and do our little experiment then. Y'all heard it here first.
Oh god,
That's not
here we
what I
go.
want.
Smeeb, I'm making a sketch for you in my normal program as we speak.
Oh.
Alright,
That was
alright, this is gonna be tough
Surprising me.
because I have to do this without going into the outlines of your character.
That being
You're
said,
gonna color it?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
I need to add something to help make the colors I made behind the shapes more vibrant. Because I'm a supporter
thing have
and I
overlay?
put others' needs before my own all the time.
Who's doing that? Dana, what are you doing? I know it's you. Dana, what are you doing? I hate doing that with eyes. No. That's
Anyways,
literally, I hate doing that.
Dana, were you gonna say anything else, or is it going down?
Well, I was gonna quickly add on before passing it on to Mason. Let it be known, I treat Dom like a brother, which means I tease him a lot, and I torture him a lot.
I don't want to be Sans.
You're not gonna be Sans, don't worry. Why was that the funniest thing that's ever come out of Dom's mouth?
I don't
I don't want to be
begging-
Sans.
I don't want to be Sans. I'm sorry, Dom. That is not knocking you or anything. It's just.
Yes, it is. We're bullying you.
It's not. We're not bullying you.
I always get bullied. I'm used to it at this
I
point.
am bullying Dom the same way a big sister bullies a little brother.
You know,
So
that
now
adds
I
a lot
bully
of
my
terrible context to the fact that sometimes you bully me.
Wait, huh?
We really do be bullying each other, but you're my dad.
No, God. No. Let it be known. Let it be known. And I don't. Again, this is another one where it's probably an us thing rather than a neurodivergent thing. And this is the case of my family, like my actual family as well. Our love language is abuse, as we call it.
What?
Understandable.
as in we
Concerning.
not actual abuse. We tease each other a lot. We make fun of each other, and it's all in good.
Dana, why are you making me Sans?
I'm not making you Sans.
What are
I'm
you
making you
doing?
creepypasta. There's a difference.
I can do
Without
that on
me?
my own.
Sweet, you can help.
Oh god, no.
Let it be
Please.
known. Let it be known. Abuse maybe wasn't the right word to use.
Oh.
That's another thing. That's another thing with me is I don't have that filter of thinking before I say anything.
You think anybody in this chat does?
Probably
There's a
not.
reason we have a disclaimer, Dana.
There's a reason we have a disclaimer, and that's because we don't fucking think.
I get myself
for
into
the
so much trouble
Would it-
because
We
of
are
that.
think. It's
I
like, thankfully, none of it has come back to bite me in the ass yet, but let it be known. We don't mean half the shit we're saying sometimes. Like, it just kind of comes out of our mouths before we realize the implications it might have, and that those implications might not be what we mean.
That's it, I need to make a new layer.
Oh god.
Damn it. I wish I could do oh no. I wish I could do something about
There's,
the eyes, Dom, but I can't. It's their shit.
Does Mason have the talking stick?
Yeah, Mason has the talking stick now.
Oh. Gobbledygooby?
Understandable.
Listen, again, I'm not clinically diagnosed with any of, like, any sort of disorder. Divergence. But I can definitely tell that there are some that I feel like I have, and there are some that I know I have. OCD being chief among them. And it's both helped me and ruined me in terms of my own art. Because it's like, I'm able to keep things organized, but it's like, I have this thing that I would classify as like fresh start syndrome. Because, like, I always want to start from scratch. And it always, like, it impedes my progress of getting shit done. Not to mention, oh my god, guys, please, spare the boy.
Sweet, what are you doing?
He's vibing. No, I'm not the one doing the pink shit.
Yeah,
Wait, Dom, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Oh, now it's just more creepy.
Might as well
It's just
join
worse.
Oh my god.
Let's see if I can.
Sprinkle.
Stop. Dave, I never thought I'd see sprinkle like that. Sprinkle.
This is fucking cursed. Like, I just wanted to make things beautiful for his picture, but y'all making it fucking cursed.
It's what we do.
The sprinkle.
I feel like I have to be the
Yeah,
older
that's on
brother
my
in this relationship that actually provides support.
I didn't mean
What?
to. Wait, hold up. What did I do?
What did you do?
What did you do?
I made a mistake. It wasn't a mistake on the canvas. It was a mistake on my laptop. Anyways, where were you?
Oh yeah, go ahead, Mason.
But it's like, geez, you kind of putting me on the spot here. I would say, like,
No.
I would consider, like, obviously, you know, it's art is more or less an inspiration. Like, obviously, your characters, your story, like, that's yours, but everybody has to start somewhere, and whether or not that's, like, by being taught it in class, or, like, learning it from someone else, at this point, no one's an original artist. Which I think I'm more than guilty for, because I would consider myself to be an art mimic. Like, I like to mimic other people's styles and kind of help merge them with my own. And I'm still having a very hard time if that is considered stealing or not.
It's not considered stealing.
But even...
Our art style theft isn't real. You heard it here.
Oh no,
wrong.
no. Not, like, now you're actually giving NFTs a point to exist.
Art style theft isn't real, which means you can steal NFT art styles and not get in trouble. Don't actually do that. You might get in trouble.
Do not listen to Smeek.
I'm not even gonna touch NFTs, honestly, as a topic. Anyways.
So, yeah. And here's the thing, I wasn't really planning. Like, I wanted to get into art, hence why I went to college and tried to go to university for it. I dropped out of that. Like, but that's the thing. It's like, over time, I kind of realized I was really starting to love video games, and I wanted to be a streamer. I still do. Like, I still want to get that off the ground. It's just, I'm lazy. But also, I think, like, this has been confirmed as a disorder. I think I have a case of video game addiction. Like, and yes, this is just like a confirmed medical diagnosis. Oh god.
People can have addictions to pretty much anything, actually.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, the reason why it's classified as an addiction is that it can impede life stuff, like work, school, all that jazz. like to the point where video games are your primary focus. You don't focus on anything else, and it can actually be debilitating and hurtful to your mental and physical health. But aside from that, that's when I decided to just become a video game streamer. And of course, when I dropped out, I had to get a job. Got a job in movie theater. Best job I ever had, even though it didn't pay well. But then someone mentioned Hazbin Hotel to me. And then I watched it, and I started looking at it more and more, and I really started liking the style, which got me to drawing my OC. And that's when I realized it's I really want to get this story off the ground, so I started making a comic out of it, and because of the story I was working on, it helped me improve my style, and it actually got me back into wanting to do art. So, in a way, and that's why I think art mimicry, and I realized art mimicry is something I've been doing my entire life. I remember looking at this one person's art, how he did his style, and I've been mimicking his style ever since the 3rd grade. And obviously,
I started with my hair.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know who had the talking stick on that one.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
So it's I've been drawing a lot. I've been doodling, I've been sketching, all that stuff, and obviously it did not affect my grades well, but somehow it's when an art style is brought to me that I have not seen before or have not seen in a while, it reignited my passion for wanting to draw and wanting to impress people, which, as these guys know, at this point, I no longer just draw just to have fun. I drive I drive myself.
Which ain't the healthiest, let it be known.
Yeah, it's
I know that.
Don't worry
Be
about
Mason.
yeah, it's sometimes I push myself a little too hard.
We worry about Mason quite a
Let
lot.
it be known. Do
if
not be when it comes to artistry, do not be like Mason, and do not be like me. I stay up till 1 a.m. on drawings because of hyperfixation.
And I push
I stayed up till 6.
And I push myself to the
until
brink of exhaustion. I push myself to the brink of burning out with the artwork that I put out. Mainly thumbnails. Thumbnails are the ones I like to focus on a lot, and it's just, whoo.
Because
after that, I need
practical.
to recharge. I need a day or two to recharge. After making the thumbnail, I just I'm not working on any art for the next 2 days.
I just want to comment real quick. I love how we have this really pretty border, and then
Murder.
Fucking 2012-esque creepypasta image,
Also, wait, Dom, was that you making the eyes?
Yes.
What layer are they on?
I made another one.
Oh, it's layer 4. Okay, I see it. So let's see here.
Oh God.
Why?
No,
Grounded. Get in the coal bin.
I've actually had a few things that I've high-key stolen from you guys' art styles.
I expect payment.
Maybe know what it is, so we know what to sue you for.
Yeah, it's
kidding.
I expect compensation.
I don't
Let it be
care.
known
Do
we're
what you
joking.
want.
Yeah, we are definitely joking, to an extent.
Amazing.
Anyways, continue, Shmeeb. Unless that was it.
Oh, that was it. I just wanted to
No,
tell
I
you
want to
guys
know
that
what you
I've been-
stole from us.
So when I first met you guys, for example, I got really inspired by the way that Dana colored things. I liked it, and so I started using a lot brighter colors and shit. And with Mason, I liked how a lot of the things were a bit more exaggerated than how I had been doing it with Dom. Definitely composition. Dom is really good at that. Very good
Dom's
at that.
amazing at composition.
Good
And
at what now?
and I just high key stole that from all of you. So, yeah, like people take elements of other people's art all the time. It's not a bad thing.
Common.
Oh, it's not common. Every artist does it, whether they know it or not.
It's called, and
Now, what
stay
are you
with
doing?
me here, inspiration.
Oh,
No
wait.
fucking
I'm pretty sure I
way.
got the sound effect for that one. Give me a moment.
But even I have to admit, I'll have times where I'll straight up, and let me know, I never post these. They're normally just for practice. I'll see like someone's picture with, say, a pose that I really like or a background that I really like, and I'll just straight up take a snip of the picture and go over it in Adobe Animate myself. Like I'll. And again, I don't trace these. I don't claim them as my own. I don't I don't post these. I don't claim them as my own. They're legit
Yeah.
just for practice, to experiment with new things that I might want to add into my pictures.
Exactly. Like I do that too. It's a very good tool.
Yeah, it's really helpful, and it's still common practice, I think. I hope.
It
I
is.
think.
It is, yeah.
Dom's picture has become so cursed.
How does
it
it
was
keep
supposed to be
getting
nice.
worse? Why are there so many layers on the eyes? First they were black with white pupils, then they were pink with like lighter pink pupils. Now they're black with white pupils but slightly pink. What the fuck is going on, dude?
That's it. I'm
Dana
putting
won't
it. I'm
stop.
putting it into this. I'm putting it into this right now.
No!
Ugh.
Get rid of the black. Get rid of the black.
I'm getting rid of it.
Okay. So let's see. I'm still wondering if there's anything else I need to say. But it's like, I guess due to my OCD, it basically forces me to be like this perfectionist extremist. Hence why, like, if I'm not satisfied with my art, then I don't think anybody else would be satisfied, even when they disagree on that. The thing is, it's like, I think I could boil it down to a... Jesus Christ, people. I think I could just, like, boil it down...
The blue highlights. I'm sorry. I like the blue
I can boil it down to, like, a saying where if you have a job and you're not having fun while you're working, then why even bother having that job?
money.
Aside from that. But it's
Financial stability.
like, you're not helping.
Living in a good area.
I mean, I think
Work
it's
benefits.
one
Health
rent.
insurance.
I think another thing worth noting real quick, if we didn't like art, we wouldn't, or hang on, if we weren't passionate about art, we wouldn't be drawing unless we were getting paid.
And here we are.
That's
Here we are!
And that's why I'm drawing all the stuff that I do draw for free, mainly because I fight for my friends.
And now that being said, we have half an hour left. Should we move on to Dom's turn?
Yes.
Not gonna
What was
lie,
I
thought we
talking
did.
about?
How you think your neurodivergence affects your creativity process?
Okay, so like, I have a sensory type of autism, so I'm sensitive to everything. And
Makes
that
sense.
kind of leads into it. If I start getting too depressing with what I'm drawing, I will just stop. I have to force myself to keep going with the sad stuff. It's fine, I guess, maybe. And other thing is, like, I will yell at myself if my sketches are not, you know, like that. Like, all of those are sketches and they look like outlines.
I
It's
mean,
fine.
Meanwhile, Smeeb and I we can argue back and forth about how clean our sketches are, but they still look like sketches.
Yeah, this looks like I just outlined a sketch with gray.
Yeah.
First off, I hate outline.
I now have a terrible joke.
Uh-oh. That scares me.
In order for a shoe company to have a logo design, they hire a bunch of sketchers.
No!
No! Said I'm giving you COVID.
The funny thing is, I'm not laughing from the joke. I'm laughing from y'all's reactions.
Keeps breaking their Windows computer.
Who do you think? Like she's
Dana,
breaking her,
stop.
like she's breaking her Windows computer. I'm just breaking a window.
Reboot him from like living.
Tom, you were saying.
Okay, so I like get on myself a lot whenever I draw. Like get angry with myself easily because it's not the way that I wanted it originally. Which is why sometimes I just don't draw. But that's fine.
That's
something- like-
yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
You can go first. I don't mind.
I was just gonna add, like, that's kind of how I feel, because every time I, like, there's a line, as you heard, somehow during Dana and Smeeve's little conversation, like, every time I would screw up on a line, or if I go over, I'm just like, fuck, damn it, like, and sometimes whenever I'm just, like, if there's a line I'm making that I'm not satisfied with, I literally do kind of like a whole tongue click, like, or just make random noises whenever I'm just dissatisfied with a line or a color or like how I'm working on a thing. It's like I generally just make weird noises.
Dana, what did you do?
Oh god, I'm not looking there anymore. Okay. Oh yeah, music is also another thing. We talked about that. I didn't say anything during that though. But like,
Don't add in your 2 cents.
I have this entire it made like my own little playlist of music that each of them have like their own moods. Depending on what mood I'm in, I will click that playlist, and that will be just how I draw for that day. Most of them are going to be like happy-ish, because I try to avoid being like sad and angry while I'm drawing, because that's not necessarily it. But like,
I find that interesting because my playlist order more goes like vibes rather than feelings, you know?
no,
like,
most of it's.
So, like,
And
say
some of them
something-
I don't even need playlist for, because I just pick like 2-hour long video game soundtracks.
Fair.
I can't. I need to draw while listening to the Mario Galaxy soundtrack, or I'm doomed.
You need to draw while listening to Chapter 2 of Delta.
I only like the Field of Hopes and Dreams part. That's like.
Oh,
the
have you
only
not
song I like.
been through Chapter 2 yet?
I have. I only like Chapter 1 music more though.
Fair. I like a Cyber's World, the opening song for Chapter.
Also,
Okay,
Smeeve,
moving
I'm
on.
sorry.
Oh god, what are you doing?
What did you do?
Don't look at your sketches.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. We're done. We're gone.
No,
Sans is
not
taking
my
over.
shadow
To be
bestie.
fair, I only
Please,
did
Sans. Please, Sans. Meeb was Sans like 4 times. Demon guy was Sans. That cat was Sans.
Everything
was
is just
Sans for a
Sans.
minute.
This is the whole episode.
This is the whole episode, is us turning drawings into Sans or pastas.
This Agio is literally a visual representation of exactly how neurodivergent.
I feel like it would be
are.
different if we had draw pile, but no, draw pile had to be a stinky.
It had to
Yeah,
be
if we had draw pile, I could color it myself because I don't like coloring in this.
fair.
I
That is one thing I've noticed is the feel of something. Like not even just like say your art program. I mean in this case, yes, the feel of your art. But there's also going back to the music thing. Music has a feel to it, and not just in the sense of oh, this is a sad vibe or a happy vibe. You know, it's a vibe. But like, and I don't know if this applies to anyone else in the call. It's something my mother and I do. We describe songs as like, this song bounces, this song gallops, this song kind of slides a bit, you know?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
we
that's
specifically
usually
use
what I look
those
for.
words because they are the most accurate to the feel of the song itself.
Dude, this whole Agio is literally just a representation of all of our mental disorders. Like that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Just conditions.
Well, that's the thing. It's just like
Conditions.
those weird shapes you see when I was making all those colors. That's literally just like, that's pure, pretty much almost pure feel. Like I don't even think about the shapes that I draw. I just kind of let it happen. I let my hands just do its. I just let my hand do its thing.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry. I did not think about that until it was already out of my mouth.
Yeah, you clearly didn't.
That's what she said.
But
What did I tell y'all? I don't think.
I'm getting this for the week.
but anyway,
no,
like,
head
but also
empty.
not bad for being drawn purely by mouse, huh?
Me who's
Ooh.
still drawing on trackpad.
Well, you
For
gotta realize,
everything.
like,
Because
before,
that's the feel. That's the feel that works best for me.
well, trust me, like, when I got that special fancy pantsy tablet that I'm able to like draw on screen, like, it definitely helped me improve my art some, because not to say that bamboo is the worst, but it was definitely a step up from my usual shit.
Like if I ever turn to a drawing tablet, it has to be a screen tablet. Like I
Display
tried
tablet.
a non-screen tablet. It did not go well.
Yeah, display tablets are better.
I
use this big normal drawing tablet, but this is better than what I had before because this is like the same size as the screen. It isn't the size of tablet, like a micro tablet.
Yeah,
that you
that's
would give
the
to
other
a
thing is the
3-year-old.
size difference.
Mine is like a fourth of the size of my screen.
Oh,
Well,
Also,
usually
yeah,
how
that's
it-
another weird thing with just me specifically. I have to draw small. And this is why I work best with vector lines, because I can draw small. And I don't have to worry about the picture losing any quality afterward. Like when I resize it. Because if I'm drawing too large, then it doesn't feel right, and therefore it doesn't end up looking right, you know?
Yep.
yeah.
Because that's a big thing that you have to think about when you have specifically one of our types of brain, is the feel of something. Because if something doesn't feel right, it's not gonna end up looking. It's not gonna end up turning out the way you want it to turn out because it didn't feel right making it.
Hence why it's
That makes
hence why some people prefer to work on art because it feels good.
Okay, before we
Yes.
continue, I only have one question. Who turned me into Harley Quinn?
Honestly, that wasn't what I was going for, but I can see it. I just went with it.
Hello,
Harley
Mr.
Quinn.
Bean.
Give me a freaking hammer.
Give him a.
Dom, you can draw on yourself.
I mean.
Okay. Let's see.
Bet.
I just realized where the frig am I gonna put it?
Just
Over your shoulder.
you know what? I'm gonna just take out that
I'll make a
creepy ass
small
smiley
one.
face at the corner. There you go.
I'm just
but
gonna
let's-
make a
Oh yeah,
small
hang on. I'll
one
take out the smiley. That's mine.
But let's see.
I don't know which layer is the right layer.
Like, I guess it's like,
One of
I
them.
guess whenever we have an art piece, I think that a lot of artists can agree, whenever there's an art piece that you finished or that you, like, are currently working on, and you look at it, and if you look at it, and you say, man, I did really good with this, like, that is like a shot of dopamine that is needed so badly, because it gives you that
Oh, yeah,
confidence.
You can, for lack of a better way to put it, you can ride that dopamine high for up to a week.
Even a sketch alone, and you're just like, I love this. I love this.
Yep.
That's how I felt when I made that Demon Slayer thing. That was awesome.
Yeah, like.
I mean,
yeah.
Should I give a hint as to my most recent little dopamine high?
Depends.
It's the thing I posted in arts.
I mean,
The
go ahead. If
animation
people have
thing?
seen it already, then be my guess.
Alright, here's y'all's hints as to what to expect on the Insanimators Twitter, by the way.
Like a cut, G.
It's so strange to hear my voice.
I like a cut, G. I like the cut, G.
I'm
I
killing
can't do it.
myself.
You tried. You tried your best.
Here, I can
do it in this voice. I like a cut, G.
I
Oh,
snap.
it's so strange to hear your voice sound like that. I hope you know. I'm not.
But yeah, like kind of
You
backtracking to it.
Hang on.
What do you mean, Kelsey?
I'm killing you. That's it. I'm killing you. I'm killing you.
Oh no!
You're
Look,
gone.
it's
You're
anger
buried.
Dom.
You're buried. You're in my garden.
Oh no! It's happily angry Dom. He go smash you with the hammer. So
Play too much Mario.
so it's like, because like I can like make a pose or make a facial expression that like whenever I'm trying to improve my character's design, like Nick being like one of them, and I make a pose or I make a face or I have him draw a face, I literally put my pencil down or whatever is my current medium and be like, this right here, I love it. Like,
Yes.
and there's been so few of those moments in between, but honestly, that's a good thing, because, like, we all know too much of one good thing is never a good thing.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, like whether it be with my boys' expressions and poses, or Smeeb's fantasy of Zim, or
Hey.
or Data's addiction to Freddy.
You fucking slandered.
Her addiction, I got it worse, my guy. I have pages
Not
and
wrong.
pages that I drew.
You can't just make that call out post on me, my guy. You can't just move past that.
Oh my god, Dom, you and I still need to make that fucking collab with Freddy.
Yeah, I forgot.
So,
Who was making the sketch?
well, I guess like as a teaser for that, it's like Dana talked about her teaser. If y'all saw the chibi of my character, just wait till I work on everyone else's. I'm gonna go through immense pain.
Please
You aren't the
be
only
at
one.
least reasonable.
I'm gonna be
He's gonna-
reasonable. I'm gonna be reasonable, but also not.
That's good.
Dom, I just noticed the little hammer sketch. That's amazing.
I love it so much.
Literally
Girl,
the
add
moment.
the hair color. Hold up.
No, it's like he's winding up. It's gonna be like it has that little impactful speed lines, and then
That's lovely.
But anyway, I
Yeah.
think we've run.
There
I
we
think
go.
this. Am I safe to say that this episode has now run its course?
We didn't let Dom finish talking.
Oh
so-
yeah.
And nobody ever does, but it's fine.
Oh no, we're sorry!
I live in a family where everyone talks over each other, so it's kind of common.
Fair. Same.
Hmm. So, with the cursed dom that we have, and like the many other random stuff that we have on this drawing, I don't know, man. At this point, we should keep going.
We have 15 minutes. We can keep going for like another 5.
Okay.
Oh wait, we have 2 minutes. Never mind.
Oh.
Or wait, no, 12 minutes. My brain.
Get it right.
Here, fun fact. Something that's been really common in the house lately, due to me watching way too many clips because I hyperfixated on ADHD itself for way too long. Boop. Like, is my mother and I have been going back and forth, having just moments where we look at each other and say, "Tell me you have ADHD without telling me you have ADHD."
Oh God.
What?
like there'll be stupid little things where we just use that saying as like our own little coping mechanism, for lack of a better term, or like our own little way of communicating. Yep. This is yep. And
We
what'll
do
happen
that
is,
too.
say for example, she was heading out to run errands the other day, right? And she was brewing herself some tea and waiting until the tea was done to leave. She leaves, hear the garage door. I hear the garage door again a few minutes later. She walks in, "Tell me you have ADHD." And she completely forgot everything about her tea.
Oh.
Like that, those have been our moments lately. You know, mine is just, "Tell me you have ADHD." I walk through the room. What was I in here for again? My mind was wiped, Men in Black style. Help.
Oh God. That happens to me too. How do I
Yeah.
do this?
And another thing, this one is something that's actually getting worked into my story, and this will be my last little note here. I think. Okay, here we go. Is we have both agreed that I want to try this in the comics, in Project L Unknown, where what we'll do is like, we'll be like, "I don't want to run errands." Like, you know, that's how someone will normally say it, right? Is you can hear them say, "I don't want to run errands." We'll be like, "I don't want to run errands." Like, they'll just mold into this one word.
I do that.
Yeah.
I think that's just how I talk at this point.
I want to work it into Project L with, like, zero mumbling, and it just kind of molds into this one word.
I think I'm done with the little hammer thing.
You know, like,
It's
you
fine.
spell out the sounds he's making instead of the words he's trying to say. Everyone's like, "Wait, hold up, what?"
Felt that.
And that's not to make fun of it, it's just to say, "Hey, we do this."
Totally making fun of it.
We bully him.
I make
it's
fun of
okay.
myself a lot.
So I'm not making fun of it!
I make fun of myself, it's okay.
Same here. Hooray
that
for
being
self-deprecation.
Do it a lot.
So that being said, we have 10 minutes. Should we wrap it up here?
We do not condone self-deprecation.
We do not condone self-deprecation. That being
I
said,
do, but only to myself.
thank you all so much for coming out tonight.
We
been a
apologize
fun
in
one.
advance for all the nightmares that we've given you with this blurst image.
Yeah.
Dude, in my separate art program, I'm doing one of those disturbing drawings, so don't worry.
And also,
Here,
Ark sounded me on about having to promote our stuff, so let me go ahead and get that shit out of the way.
What did you say, Dana?
Smeeb, check your DMs.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
so,
scared. Should I be
so
scared?
while you're doing that, let me real quickly talk about our partners. Be sure to support us on Patreon. I mean, I think we're still trying to work on that, but also not. We have a lot on our plates. But
we
we'll
don't.
hopefully
I'm
get
kidding.
some more rewards on that one as soon as we're able to get to it. You know, we're all a bunch of busy bees, no pun intended. Yeah. And also talk about our current partner. I'm surprised that they are our partners. I don't know why. Game Castle.
Affiliate link.
Affiliate link. Oh, whatever.
Smeed.
Was there ever a card game, board game, or game that you've been interested in wanting to purchase? Then, well, Game Castle's there for you. They got like card games, board games, like D&D campaigns that that are not only their original thing, but also revolve around your favorite shows and movies. Not only that, but any purchase you make on that site using the link in the description, it'll give us a little bit of pocket change. So please, for the love of God, support us on that.
Give me money, it tastes good.
I'm gonna say this for now. Put that in quotes. Please put that in quotes. Someone put that in quotes.
I want it.
Give me money. It tastes good.
No, I so badly want that on my soundboard now. What the fuck?
Yeah. So all the links to our socials and to our supporting stuff is in the description. I want to thank the people that have stuck around with us to the end. You guys are the best around. DMCA strike will take us down.
I want to die.
That's
yeah.
fair.
You caused me wanting to die. You're proud.
I'm sorry. But with the Insanimators here, oh god! With the Insanimators, on behalf of me, Smeeb, Dana, and that guy.
See, I always get bullied.
Check our
The curse.
socials, they'll be down in the description. And that being said,
We are the
I have something
Insanimators.
after I have one thing after Mason send off.
No, you go ahead. I'm gonna be saying the final thing.
No. I want to end the stream on my thing, so.
Oh, great. Look at you.
You do it every time!
we are the Insanimators. Stay insane, everyone.
That being said,
Like a country.
Yay.